Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the drawing. And so today I actually will do the coloring part. Hopefully I will be able to finish it today. Yeah, well, I think it is still not fully recovered, but then again, it doesn't help that it is absolutely almost fucking horribly for breeding. But then again, eh, flu, stupid. Alright, so no further ado, let's get started. So today I will actually get myself towards the fixing an issue, and that issue is going to be that I need to have the color, well, I need to have some colors here that I need, so let me just grab them so that we actually can move on to where I want to be with this. So we need to have the colors underneath this. There you go, that's one color. And we're gonna put this into a group. Alright, now I can actually start. Alright. There we go. What I'm doing now is actually using the basic coloring parts, and then after that I'm going to be reusing some of the colors that I already used before. So I actually have some decent color palette that that I can actually use for later down the line. But yeah, I'm happy at least that the weather is going down in degrees of Celsius, so that's at least something that actually works out. But yeah, today I will be trying to get this coloring done, and then tomorrow I will probably finish it up. And then we have another expression done in 1 week, which is good because then we can actually continue working on what I want to do. Well, at least that is what I wanted to do anyway on today. Oh well, this week at least. Alright. Now I have done that part. Now I need to figure out how I want to do this. So now I have this coloring, well, I have this color into the place that I want to be with the hair. Now the question is like, is this a little bit too dark? Probably. So let's first go for a little bit less dark and then get the darker color a little bit more backwards. Oh well, a little bit more back afterwards. So we're technically using a darker color later down the line instead of, having the dark color immediately there. And that should give us more of a depth view, I think. Looks like I missed some bits here and there. There you go. Now I have done the hair part. Well, the basic colors at least, and then after that I can just do the rest. But first I need to have that. Then the rest I need to actually come from... ah, bleh. Jesus. Please don't crash, thank you. Then the rest of the colors are pretty easy to get, so... we go. That was the first bit done for the coloring part. Now I need to get the next bit done, which is the coloring part here. There you go. All right, now that is done. And then I can actually get the next bit up and running, which is then the last color, which is technically this one right here. Ugh. Bloody hell. Blah. So yeah, now we have done that part. Now we need to get back to the drawing from a year ago, I believe, and then we can actually get ourselves the colors that I need for the rest. So this kind of color we actually have. We can actually get this color, right? Yep, we can actually get that color. That is a good color to go for. Oh, I don't need to do this on this layer. I need to do this on a separate layer, because that's the skin layer. Now that looks good. Alright, now we have the first bit done. Now we need to get the next bit done. So now we need to get a darker color up and running on the parts that need it. Alright. Then, oh boy, not erasing. Here and here. And then we need a lighter color for the rest. A little more lighter. And then we're gonna go here. And there you go. Now we need to get ourselves the next bit, which is then the color bit. So that is a too aggressive yellow. I need to have a very nice and gentle yellow here for this. There you go. Is that good enough, or do I want to go for a little more spiciness on the drawing itself? Probably. Nice. All right, now we need to get the next bit, which is this one. I think this is actually better for that. Hmm. There you go. Okay, now I have done that. We can now go here. So with that said, I need to double check this for, well, obvious reasons. I need to double check this to see if I actually have a way to do this. So I just did, yeah, I just did that part. All right, so only light and, okay, so I have baseline colors for this. What I then do is get ourselves a little bit lighter color in there. And then just stripe off the lighter color to the sidelines. No, that needs to be not now. And how much does that need to be done? That needs to be done on every single stripe part. Alright, good. And then this one right here. Okay, now we've done that, then I need to get, yeah, then I need to get the darker color up and running. So then I need to get this one, and then I need to put it into the darker option. which is only allowed to be, yeah, it's only allowed to be in most critical parts. There you go. Hello. Hello. Luna the Fox. How you doing? I'm trying to get this thing fully colored up. It's a little bit difficult to speak right now because I'm still a little bit sick. But yeah. I'm trying to now get the shading done on the hair part. And then once it's gonna be, oh wait, really? It's not, oh, for fuck's sake. Mic down. Mic down. Question mark. Mic down. No, it should be working. It should be working. Luna the Fox? Ah! Okay, look at that. The mic is just not too close to the mic. There you go. Ah, well, the main problem the main thing I had this week was that the Windows did an update. Normally, it actually kicks out the microphone down, so it actually kicks the microphone out of the recording software, which is also very annoying. And I also have the flu, which I should have said more clear. There. It doesn't help. It doesn't help having the flu in combination with trying to record. But then again, it's good to just continue working anyway. So what I'm now working on is getting the shading done for the hair part. So as you can see, it's almost there. And then I need to go. Now I need to get, yeah. All right. So now I need to get a second coloring part done, which is then technically the same as the, yeah, it's technically the same as the light as I just used before. Then I need to grab this and do that. There you go. Now that is settled. I now need to make sure that that looks nice and easy to look at. Okay, now I have done that. Now I need to get that thing settled properly. That means I need to reduce some of it. Here I don't need to reduce it. Here I need to reduce it a little bit. And then here a little bit, reducing it a little bit. And then here a little bit, reducing. There you go. Now that looks good. And then this one needs to be like that as well. Alright, then I need to make sure that I have removed everything that is representing the dark color parts. So those things need to be erased. No, nothing. Good. And then I need to return this back. Now I have done the first bit, and now I need to get the second bit. So that's going to be a lighter, an even lighter color. An even lighter color. There you go. My God. My tongue is absolutely ruining myself here, which doesn't help. Every single time I try to speak, it's almost like I'm eating my own tongue. It's terrible. Alright, so now... Oh, wait, hold up. I should definitely do this on a different layer because I'm absolutely terrible at doing this. Highlighting is not my strong suit. Let's see. I need to do this lightly. All right, so this needs to be slightly done. Except the end, that actually would work. And then here I need to make sure that it's a connected one and not just stripes. All right. There you go. Now let's take a look at it. That does look good. It's not fully workable, but I can get it workable. There you go. That's one bit done. That's one bit done. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Cool. Now I have done the hair part, which, well, I have done the hair part now. Well, besides some bits here and there, the nooks and crannies, but yes, the hair parts are now done. Now I can actually get towards the mouthpiece and the eyepiece, so that's needs to be below this anyway. So I need to do this on a different layer, and then I can go back to the hair piece to fix it. Ah, me, male technically, but my voice is absolutely always way too soft. It's like, I do what I need to do, but it's always way too soft. Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. I always had this with when I'm trying to phone, when I'm trying to phone, when I'm trying to pick up the phone for my mother, um, it's like when you have those scam emails or scam things or something like that. Yeah, so scam phone centers, or you have the doctor calling in, like, saying that the appointment is ready or whatever like that. Then they all like, it's like, am I speaking with Miss? It's like, oh my god, no, no, please don't. uh, it always happens. Don't worry about it. I don't need this one now. I need to actually have the other one. Beep-a-da boop-a-da beep-a-da boop. That one. Yes, I need this one. Mainly because I need to have that one to get myself the colors that I need to get to where I want to be. Also, I should save, mainly because otherwise things will crash, and if things crash, I'm absolutely terrible. Terrible at doing things. Oh, no. Don't tell me you crashed. Please. Software, no. Okay. And I spotted there a mistake there. Alright. I will fix that soon. It happens sometimes when you try to draw, you miss some bits here and there that you need to fix up anyway. So let's fix it up. There you go. Now that's fixed. Now I can continue working on the mouthpiece. And then after that, I can just pick up the things, the colors that I need. And then that should give me what I need for this. So there you go. Then a lighter color bit. And then pure white for the mouthpiece. There you go. Now I need to go for the eyes, which means pure white on it. I don't have to do it underneath the hair bit, so that's always good. But as you can see, it's not fully covering everything. Mainly because I'm drawing on fucking 9 pixels, so it's not the best idea. Then again, I have not seen any way else how to fill it properly. So, that one. I can technically do this bit because I actually am able to do so, so I should. There you go. Easy. Then after that, I need to now get myself towards the eye coloring. And the eye coloring is technically blue with yellow. So, there you go. Oh, wait. Now I know why the white would not matter this time, because it is looking sideways, so therefore the entire... Never mind. Never mind. Let's go first for this bit and then start with the rest. So first get this eye bit done. Ta-da! There you go. You're making the drawings, right? Yeah, I'm making drawings. I have been drawing a lot. Oh my god. The that eyepiece is too big. Dang it. Dang it. Why do I only see it now? Because that is indeed a terrible eyepiece to work with. Because that is not how it's supposed to be going, and it is not very nice to look at. This bit right here is a little bit too big, so I should fix that. Let's see if I can find it anyway. Probably not. Yes, this one. So that eyepiece is too big, which is a main concern here. So I need to fix that bit. There you go. Oh, not thick drawing, light drawing. There you go. Wow. Dang it. I'm not in the mood of changing things up, but then again, that eyepiece is a little bit too big for my liking. So technically I can go for this, but that does make things a little bit more bad. Yes. So why is that a thing? Let's see. Because of how the eyes look. So because of the eyes it's either too big. So that is a problem. Fuck. King hell. This happens when you try to make a side look at, and then when you look at the first eye, it actually works, and the second eye does work. I could try it with this. Fuck it. Gonna be trying it. Gonna be trying it. It's gonna be absolutely terrible. Mainly because I need to do some little bits here and there to fix things up. First, make the lighting effect on this side, make the lighting effect on that side. Then, now I need to do the most important part, which is the coloring part. And let's see. I have this one first. I can actually technically go for the old-fashioned Lola and then see what kind of eyes I actually use for that. I used greenish blue. Yeah, I used greenish blue. So, I also make videos about my drawings. Nice. I'm actually normally making the videos, well, not about the drawings. It's more like I'm trying to record it anyway because, well, you know, I might as well do it anyway. I'm doing it more as a side job to keep myself, well, knowing what I did and what I did to look back atwards. So with, for instance, the boat project, for instance, it was a very long project. All right, it was. I can show you. It's not that difficult to find, probably. There it is. Terrible fucking drawing. It takes a long while to load because it's way terribly optimized, but yes, yes, I forgot about the whole problem with this one with the stupid thing. So, fun fact, I made this entirely. I drew it entirely and then I screwed up some of the shading parts. I still have the right one with the PNG correctly placed, so the filtering part is better, this one. Which was from my for my sister's ship she was on, and then you know the captain cabinet, so like a big giant wall poster. So that is a very old one, but yeah, it is like 5 years ago. So yeah, how old right now? I'm currently 32, no, 32, so 32, if I'm correct. Yeah, 32. So I'm getting better at it, but yes, this was, I believe, 3 years ago or 2. I can actually look that up. Well, best part about all this is I can actually look things up. So I'm currently still working on this project anyway, but Being sick didn't help at all. It absolutely screwed me over a bit. So let's open this property and then see where it is. It is from 2022. So 2025, 22, 3 years ago. Yes, I was right. 3 years ago. So I went from 3 years ago this, and now I'm actually getting here, and this is not what I want. I actually want something better than that. So no, yellowish. So why is this not working? Because of the eye perspective, right? Because it has too much eye perspective, and I technically need to add in a light effect on this side. Yes, I should add a light effect on this side, and then I should at least no, I do not do that there. So I should add there a line. That is one of the things that I need to do, mainly because of how this looks. So I should add a line there. It's going to be a soft line, but it needs to be there to represent the eyes, so that we have like a full eye socket in one eye and the other eye socket also on that side. I don't think that is going to be working here, mainly because of how this works, but I could technically do it like that. If I do it like that, does that work? No, because that makes the things a little bit too hypnotic. So this one then should not also give that one. No, I will not do that. That will ruin it. All right. Now we're back at square one, and now I need to figure out like what kind of color I want. I actually do want to keep this bit because of that. In fact, all right, let's hopefully get to where I want to be with this. So if I put a gentle light blue into the eyes and then add yellow to it, that would make the drawing itself look good, and it also helps with complementing the purple hair color. That's the main idea with it. So let me search the medical let me search the Magical Girl story. No, I can show you the Magical Girl story. That's even more funnier. I actually have it on the document here, which is the blah blah. Where's the stupid one? Where's the stupid name? There it is. And then just open this one with the word. Yep. So I'm working on making it a visual novel, so I'm going to be making into the visual novel. So that's why I'm actually making the pictures as well. Yeah, 2009 fucking Word, because I'm not gonna be putting a fucking subscription down the line. So yeah, we have like multiple. Come on, don't fucking crash on me here. I need to have my fucking mouse for this. Jesus. Why is my pencil not working always on this fucking tablet properly? All right. So we have different characters. We have Rufina, we have Lola and Mina. And this is then Lola, of course. Mina is over here. And then of course we have the other one. The last one is Rufina, which is this one. Blah. Picture bing bada boom bada bong. There you go. And then of course here. And do I even have the GIF here? Probably not, right? No, I don't have the GIF here, but yeah. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boosh. Oof. There you go. So yeah, I'm making it into this kind of format. So the 200 by 200 format. Oh, well, 250 by, yeah, 265 by 265. Mainly because it is actually quite a nice format to use, and it does create a nice easy going, and you don't have to be going in a full detail on all the things. Because if you want to load something up and you want to make sure that it is not too heavy, so if you want to make a project or you want to make a game, you need to make sure that you have compromised the files a little bit so that it doesn't overflow all of the things. And if you load in heavy HD pictures, then, well, you know, sometimes it does not work well, which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. So here you go. It's anime. Yeah. Basically, that's the whole joke. That's also why I'm actually also using this style. I have been trying to perfect this style as well, which takes a long while, not gonna lie. If I started from here, well, let me just show you, by the way, this is absolutely gonna be a horror show. So, I started from this, alright? This was 4 years ago, so I believe it was 4 years ago, or 5. Yeah, 4. So this was 4 years ago, alright? Behold the horror! Nya! Nya! So, yeah, behold the horror. So, this is what you look at 4 years ago that I started with when I finally got my tablet so I actually can, you know, draw and then do it. Hello. Hello, I quit you. That's a good name. I like it. So as you can see, this is a horror that I made 4 years ago. All right, and then if you now look at it in like this year, it has improved a lot since lately, because of how the perspectives are working and how the drawings are working. I of course did use I did use where is the YOLO thing? Where's the YOLO thing? Because I need the YOLO thing. I need to have the YOLO VR model, which I used to, um, do. So this bit, behold, this was from an RPG Maker, right? So this is what I started with. Yeah, this year I started like looking at like, all right, how do they make it? And then you have this silly soulless image, all right? So then, of course, I made my own version of the soulless image of Doom. So here you go. Now you have the soulless image of Doom times 2. And then, of course, I improved upon the style and add my own style to it. So there you go. Then you have this. And so I went with this style and I added that style into the artwork that I'm currently making. So that's why I'm using this style. Because I think the style myself actually has improved quite a lot, but still, it takes a long time to get it fully working. So now that we are here, I need to make sure that I have this, and then I need to make sure that I have a lighter color effect on it. So let's do that first. So we have this bit, and then making sure the eyes are looking good. Da 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 ding da da dong. And now I need to add in the yellow, because that's how that works. So let me just get that to a different layer. So do I want to actually go for a vague approach on the yellow, or do I want to go for an aggressive yellow? That's another question. Like, do I want to go for a blurred version of the yellow, so add some bit of yellow here, like on top of it, and then, of course, then use the blur tool to create a darker effect. So, like, you know, you pick this one up and then you go like smush it down. Because that does also work. Now you have like a nice halo kind of feeling towards the eyes, which I used beforehand. So that's the way, and then of course need to add that as well here, and then get that bit also working. Ta-da! So there you go. Let me just get that. Like, the eyes are like My Little Pony vibes. Well, I did draw a pony once. It was a 50-cent pony. It was a great one. I did like do some bits of practice on like speed drawings. Hold up. I can just get this. I can do this all day long. You know, I have today. I have a whole day. It's not like I'm gonna go outside with 25 degrees. Nah, 30 degrees outside most likely. So I have a long time today. Oh, that one. Oh, that is such a horror show. That's 5 years ago, isn't it? That's 5 years ago, isn't it? Yeah, that's 5 years ago. I'm not gonna be touching that madness. But let me see if I can get the stupid pony somewhere. 50-cent pony. Probably it's somewhere here. Squid mission, supervacation, tiger, Valentine challenge, welcome, Jolo ticket, no. Where did I left that thing? I left the thing somewhere to rot. Somewhere. It's supposed to be then probably in the speed drawing contest. but that is not the speed. That's the Pixar speed drawing contest, right? That's not like the real thing. Yeah, that's a speed drawing contest. That's like all the speed drawings that I did for the Drawfest back in 2003, if I'm correct. So, it's not here then. Oh well. Too bad, too sad, I guess. Then I will show you the enemy girl, which is probably fucking the horror show itself. It's the horror show itself, isn't it? Yep, it's the horror show itself. The most ugliest, most blatant copy. Like, trying to draw this and then make this out of it. I'm quite impressed that I got this far, right? Back in the day. But yeah. That's always a reminder on like how far do you get to where you are? Well, I'm this far. And I must say, I'm quite happy that I got this far, right? I'm very happy that how far I got, that I got where I am now. So, no, that one actually needs to have the eyes part there. I need to add a shading bit towards this area. And that's what I need to do. Alright, so let me just see if I can get that right. So if I add this right here, and then lower it down so that I have like there. Yes, now I have actually what I need. Okay, now I need to go for pure white, and then I need to figure out like how I'm gonna be doing that part. So it's gonna be 2 stripes on the left side. So probably it's gonna be 2 stripes on the left side like this. So 2 stripes on the left side. And then I need to add in a side line like so. Or do I not want to go for that one? I think this one actually does solve already all the trouble, right? Because this one actually has a lot of light effect to it. So I can go for this. So I have like a triple droplet, but not like that, because I do want to change this up. So I do want to change up the drawing itself, because I already used that on that side. So these ones have actually long things. So technically what I could do, which I should do, oh, yeah, that's how to do it. So what I could do with this one, because I already have that like that, so let me just grab this one, then that one, and that one. Yeah. So your the eyes you're drawing right now is like Rainbow Dash. What a long time, huh? Yep. Indeed, it's a very long time. I remember that series was oh yeah, that's much better. Like long white effect. A long white effect on the eyes makes it already a lot more better to look at, and it gives a far more cuter approach. I think that's the word for it, right? Cuter approach. It makes things much more nicer to look at. Of course, you don't want to overdo it because, well, you're gonna be absolutely. So I need to have actually that one, and then this one, and that one. There you go. Easy. So now we have this. So now we're almost done. So, almost done. Check. But we're missing something here. I will implement that. I will grab that. Yeah, there you go. That color. And I believe that's the exact color I need, right? No, I need a lighter color. And darker color. Yes and no. And then I need to get this one like that. So I need to get this like so, and that like so. Now I have that bit done. Now what I need is the old drawing. So I need to get one of the two. I don't care which one, but I need one of them. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There you go. I got that one. And then I need to implement that bit. Yes. So now we're gonna add in the color for the hair. So with Rufina, it's always the hair that is always like a little bit reddish, and then with Lola, it's actually blue. Well, it's actually yellow. So that's what it's gonna be. So we're gonna be looking at yellowish effects, and we need to implement that like so. So let me just take a look at it and then see like where I want to be with this. So I want this to add like so effect. And then the question is like, how far do I want to push this? That's always the question, like how far do I want to push this? Where do I want to push this? What do I want to push this? And if I'm looking at this one right here, I need to find the right coloring, well, the right color effect for it. So let's see. And then it should be good. So now we're just gonna be looking at where, like, when and how. So, like, do I want to go for this kind of effect? So do I want to go for a nice little effect that is actually like transparent blurred, or do I want to go for an effect that actually does implement the entire thing? Let's see. How did I do this one? I actually need then this color, and that is actually the color I'm gonna be using. So I'm gonna be going for this, and then we're gonna be adding a light effect to it, a yellow effect to it. All right, cool. So that's how I'm gonna be doing it. All right. So wish me luck on this, because this is gonna be taking a while before I can get this right in one go. So I need to get this one. And then I need to add in a darker color effect to implement that effect right there. And I need the lighter effect on the top part. Ah, close. So close. Nope, not those colors. I'm looking for the right color palette here to get it right. Otherwise I will be actually stuck a bit. Because I actually do want to add that nice coloring effect to it. So I will be right back. I now need to do a recording of a video. Alright, good luck. Good luck to that. I normally, when I'm trying to do myself a recording, it's always absolutely buggered down. So I prefer to do the live recording over that because, well, you know, you make good mistakes. Good mistakes. Yeah. I always forget that how terrible I am with recording. It's like, yeah, the video editing part is absolutely terrible. It doesn't help that I don't have a fucking video recording software that is actually good enough. It's like almost the same as a normal video or live recording anyway for me. Let's see. So that should give me a heads up. Oh, it's transparent. Yes. Of course, why would it not be transparent? Let's see what kind of coloring it actually was using. $17, huh? 70. All right, 70%. So now I can actually double check this and then see if I can get this right. So what kind of color can I use for 70? Can I use like just pure yellow? I can actually use that. All right, cool. That is solving an issue quite easily. Okay, cool. Now I have done that, I need to now go for a liner effect on this side. That doesn't work. Great. So, we need to get for a darker color effect on the side anyway. That's green. I need this to have a yellow effect to it. All right, so it needs to be that color. That is certain. It needs to be yellow. Okay, now I need to get that color on the other side. I need to get this bit lighted up. That's gonna be a difficult point. That's gonna be a difficult job to do. Getting that lighted up. So, all right, so this is gonna be then the color that I need to light up that effect. And then after that, I need to get for this, right? Yes. All right, so this is gonna be the color that I need. And then I need to get this to be like so. Yep. And now I can actually get this right. So we're not gonna go for transparency, sadly. All right. Can I technically move this upwards so that it actually overlaps that? Yes, it does. All right. And there we go. Then I can add a darker color to it to create the shading part. And there we have it. All right, cool. Now I need to just get the rest. No, I need to get just the rest up and running. And then I need to yes. All right, cool. So now I need to get this bit nicely drawn in, like here and then here. Oh, come on. So how about that? Well, that would work. Now I need to just get this right. So now I need to get this bit to the right amount. So I could technically do this. But I don't wanna, because I know that I need to do this and keep that in there. So now we have a highlight spot there, and then we have the highlight marked into there. Because that's how that works, right? Yes, I can technically do that. Okay, so now we have a highlight bit there, we have a highlight bit there. Which means now I have actually everything that I want. Okay, so now I can just move this to here, move that to here, then move this bit right here, and move that bit right here. Then add in the lighter color to create the effect. Shaboom. And then add a dark color to create the effect that I need for the rest. There we go. Nice. All right. So now that I actually have done that, I now need to figure out how I do want to do this bit. So I want to actually have this like so, like a nice inked kind of feeling towards the implementation. I think that's the best thing to do. Yeah. So now we have actually that, and now I can actually get towards what I want to do. So let's hope that this works. Like, do I want to go for that? Or do I want to go for this instead? Well, that means that I need to get this bit. I need to make sure that I have this bit a little more tied down. So can I technically move this backwards? There you go, now I have it backwards. And now I can implement the line work for it. Technically, I need to make sure that this is actually a little more darker, probably, right? Yes, I need to make sure that it's a little more darker. Not like that dark. Come on. Like that. Because I technically can go for this, alright? That's indeed a thing I can do, but I prefer to go for this approach. So either redraw the line work on those things. I could do that as well. First things first, make sure that the shading is correct on the hairstyle. Okay. Fucking hell. So much damn work. Okay, so now I have that. And that will give us actually a nice look at it, right? Yeah, we do. Now the question is, do I need... Oh. I could technically make this bigger. But that means that I need to also add... Ah. Dang it! Okay, hold up. Hold up a minute. No, because that does make the thing look out of whack. Yes. So technically I need to double check this. Hold up. So what if I add another layer here to it? Would that fill the space that's necessary? Yes, it does. Alright. Fucking hell. Stupid. It's stupid that needs to be done, but alright. I spotted a mistake here. That is a little bit late. Not gonna lie. A little bit late. Just a little bit late. Just a little bit. No, 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 yes. That's not what I need. That's not what I need. Where's the hair? There's the hair. Alright, cool. Alright. I spotted a mistake here. In the proportions. God damn it. I hate that happens. Alright. Then, now I'm gonna go to the line work. Easy. And now we can actually just get that coloring part back up there. That's the main idea of working with this all the time. So now we can just casually do this and then without an issue whatsoever. There we go. There. Bleh. And I can fix that part. Now I need to grab that bit and make sure that that bit is sealed like that. There you go. Now we're gonna go back to this bit. Yes, that bit. So first things first, make sure that I have the colors done right. There you go. Then add a nice little lining to it. And then if necessary, add a nice little darker coloring to it. There. Now that it is done, I can now go here, make sure that I erase this bit. And now I need to make sure that I have this bit a little bit more better done, because holy shit, that looks ugly. Alright. Now I need to get this bit to the right proportions. There you go. And then that one is good, but not fully workable. So let's do that. Okay, so now we have that, we have that, we have that. Now I can actually add in the creeping effect to the issues. Okay, now I have actually everything that I need, right? Yeah. Good. Now let's fix that thing up. Is that too much? That's probably too much. Let's fix that. Yes. There we go. Now we have something to work with. All right. So let me just double check this. Bleh. 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 Stupid. I swear. So, no, 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 no. Yay. Let's see. So, we actually have now something. I think. Right? 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 We have that, we have that, we have that, we have that in the right collection, that in the right collection, we have that correctly placed, the proportions are now correct. The long hair is correct. The rest is not necessary. All right. And if I'm bored, I can remove this, and then it turns out a little bit meh. Yeah, that's the idea. So now is the question, do I want to go for the blur effect? So do I want to go for blur effect in the hairstyle? So do I want to go for a hairstyle that is like that? Or do I want to go for a flat hairstyle coloring? I think a flat style hair coloring is better, although it looks a little bit strange. But it's better for living online. It creates more character. Yep, I'll take that one instead. Okay, now we're going back at this one. And we're gonna pick up this one because I need to have that one. That's the whole idea of this thing. I always like it to have one thing that I always can use, regardless of the situation at hand. It might look a little bit odd, it might look a little bit bad, but then again, it is great for what it needs to be done. Oh wait, I actually did not use the full one. Fuck it, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. It's not the full working one. I thought it was the full working one, but no, it's not. It's stripe here. So, not blur, stripe. Not erase, stripe. There you go. Then we're gonna be fixing this bit. So what I'm doing now is actually just getting the things that I need for this. There we go, and then erasing that stupid blur, erasing that stupid blur. And this is how you do it most of the time. Let's see, so now I'm gonna be going here. Erasing the little bits here and there, the nooks and crannies, and then I need to then fix up the hair bit because I see that there is a little bit of leeway here that I don't want. That bit. Alright. So now we're back at this bit. That is not fully workable. I need both of them in here. Then I need to have layer style, dropping shadow. Ooh. And then making sure that the shadow is 50%. And then, of course, not too much. Don't need too much shadow here. There you go. That's good enough of a shadow, I think. Right. Because now it's placed on it, right? Oh boy. There. Now it's placed there, right? Yeah, it is placed there, and the shadow is seaming. Question, do I need to have the shadow switching angles? Do I want to go for the shadow on this side instead? Well, that looks better. And if I go for 100% shadow, that's gonna be ugly, I know, but 75? Not so extreme. I need to go for distance 25 maybe. Nope. 8 shadow and then maybe 15%? And 50. 30? 40? Yeah, close. Getting there. There you go. That should be good enough. Not too aggressive, please. Thank you. And now I need to add one thing to this game and to this whole damn thing for sure. Which is gonna be a difficult thing to do, not gonna lie. Drawing a one line. Otherwise things look very awkward once I'm putting this into the file. I'm drawing one line. Alright, I have drawn one line. Can I move the line? I can probably move the line a little bit upwards or backwards. There you go. Now it's a tick line. Easy. Alright, one thing too far. I need to make sure that I have that done. That is gonna be important. Putting that down, which is this bit, and making that line work happening. So one line, white and white. There you go. Or not that white. There you go. Now I have done that. And now I can continue. So with that said, I can now move this one here, and I can try to figure out like what kind of thing do I want for this. Because I have already a way of doing it most of the time. So I have this one. But with Mina, I think I actually did it differently, right? I did it with Mina, I did it like this. So now I need to get it again. So I will go for the original idea, I think, which is gonna be in here with Lola, and then of course this way. So yes. So I will try to do my best here. I need to go for a very vague blue. First things first, making sure that that is fully drawn in. Vague blue. Here we go. Because that's the first bit, right? Vague blue and then the rest, right? Yeah, and then light and then dark. And now we're reddish, light, dark. Yeah, reddish, light, dark. So vague blue. Then we're gonna add in some light, like stripes like that. That should work. Yeah, that works. But first I need to do that. Add a little bit of confusion on this side, and then what do I need to add to it then as well? Light effects, yes. All right, so that one, and then I need to add a lighter effect on the top side with yellowish, I think. And no, whitish. Yes, whitish. Not fully angled, not correctly placed, Just that. All right, and then I need to add in the sources for it. So I need to add in the light sources for it. So let's see if I can get this right. So light source 1. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, there you go. No. Do I really need to go for white slashes? And then add in a darker blue on the other side, like. And then I need to go for vague smushing, right? Yeah, probably. Now I need to go for vaguing smushing, and then after that I can then actually go to the right thing for it. All right, let's add that in there. No, somebody is angry. Somebody with a fucking car. All right. Now I have done that. I probably have now something to work around with, right? Oh, come on. First save. Then I need to make sure that I don't have this one on. All right. Now I have something to work with, some cosmic effect, and then after that, yellowish. Yeah, yellowish. So now I need to go for a stamp. Let's see if I can find the right stamp for this. Probably not, but that would work. That would work. And then I'm making sure that that works. Like, right, first things first, like that. Then add in lighter color to it. Then add darker colors to it as well, so we actually have what I need for this. Making sure that that is correct. And then after that, I need to make sure that this is baked. Or do I not want to have this? Nah. Probably not. Okay. There. Is there a tool that I can use here? Probably. Okay, that could work. That could work. Alright, then we need to add in a lighter color, like yellow, white. And then a dark red. Okay. Now we're working somewhere. Okay. Now I need to add in a light dark blue with transparency on it. Light dark blue on this side, on that side, and on this side. So we have like chopped up lights. Yes, exactly. Now we have something to work here. Okay, now we need to add in a lighter color. Now we need to add in a lighter effect on the side. So let's do that. There you go. And here. So now we have done that, and now we need to add a darker color to it as well on the other side. Now we have something here. Now with that said, I need to add in some cosmic effect to it. That should be yellow, if I'm correct. So now with that said, this is gonna be a difficult bit, but oh please, don't fucking crash here. I'm just this close to fucking figuring out how to do the background. And I'm not even done, because I'm still missing some bits here that I forgot to draw in. No? Oh, this is transparency. Yeah, I'm not gonna be using that. Not anymore. The speed of light. Ta-da! There you go. Now I have actually something nice to look at. So now we have a background. Now I need to get darker effects to it as well. Darker bubbles. Or not. No, I don't need that. What do I need? I need a light source. I need a light effect. So push like that. Just aggro stripes. And then that should work. There. Yes, like that. Just like that, baby. Aggro stripes, baby. Like cosmic stars rising on the stars. Alright, now we have actually something to work with. So now we have this, which is pretty much how I actually would like it to have, and that's how I actually would keep it. Alright, so now we have done that. Now I need to get myself back to where I wanted to be. And I need to not forget to speak out loudly because my fucking throat still hurts. Blah. It's quite annoying. Me, Mamu, Shakalabim boom. Alright. I need this to be on this layer, right? Yeah, I should. I definitely should. Alright. Let's get ourselves what I want. I want this bit. And I want this bit colored in. There you go. That's what I forgot. It's not much, but, you know, needs to be done anyway. So now we have actually everything that we want. Now I have everything that I need. And now I can actually add in the name. But that's... Yeah, wait, hold on. Nope. Where's the mouse? There's the mouse. There you go. Alright, then we need to move that downwards towards here. And technically I can actually move it downwards towards here, right? Yeah, I can do that. Or I can even make it go upwards on this one. Like that. Yeah. No, I actually wanted to hit. I actually wanted here. Yeah, I wanted that. I wanted that. That's so much better. All right. Now that I have done the drawish expression, absolutely drawish, blech, I now actually have it. I actually have now her reworked in the new art style. Finally, fucking hell. So I have now all the 3 girls in the in the new improved art style, which is a good sign because that means I actually have improved upon what I was working on, and now I have this, so it's a lot more better. So now I can save it, and now I can save it again as a PNG version, and now I have actually everything that I need for this, right? Probably. So now I have this, save it as a PNG version, then save it as a web PNG, and then I can actually load it up into the visual novel itself. All right. So with that, I now actually have a core thing. So I now have a reference which I need to do and what I want. And now I can actually use that to change up the expressions so that it actually works fluently. Yeah. Fluent? No. Better. More easier. There you go. Jesus, using strong words when I'm sick, that is not gonna be not gonna be helping. Absolutely not. All right, so we're gonna go to scene 2, and we're gonna go to Lola, and then we're gonna be fixing that bit. So Lola joins the scene. There you go. We're gonna be switching this around, and we're gonna be choosing Lola, the new one. Easy, and that's how to do it. You just have what you need. So you have this one is Lola, and now we actually have this. So it's a lot more nicer to look at. Then we can actually go for power positioning. There you go, easy. So now we have that, and we're just gonna pick up. We're gonna just pick up this one. Fuck it. So now we have this. So with that set, I can now go to the preview. It's gonna be an absolute terrible one, but yeah, there you go. But excellent choice. So we'll get them delivered to your table soon. Here, take this. Jessica says as she gives Lola a wooden popsicle. Woo! With a number 3 on it. Lola examines the popsicle and asks, "Ma'am, what do I need these for?" Jessica quickly responds to the question, not wanting to wait to let other customers wait, and replies, "Well, give them to the waiter. And when you come home, deliver your when they come to deliver your smoothies, yeah. Well, give them to the waiter when they come to deliver your smoothies. And when you are finished or want to buy more smoothies, go to the fucking counter and be happy about it. I will be happy to order you again." That is not what it says, but you know, that's how happy I am that it actually turns out good. All right. So that image looks good. That image looks great. It actually looks good on paper. It looks good in the software itself, so I can actually use it for later down the line. And the hair itself, I actually already used. So as stated before, I already did use the hair. God damn it. I will get back to that word. First, I need to grab the thing so I can actually explain what I mean. No, not that one. I need this one. All right, good. So, with that said, we went from this kind of design. So we kept the design. This was the design that I went for anyway. That's the design I wanted. It's also in the Magical Girl Story homepage, the thumbnail itself that I always use, which is right here. That's the design I wanted. And so I went for it. So this is the design, and this was the design 3 years ago. And now I actually improved upon it by creating the design again, but this time in the new style. So it actually does reference and kept all the stuff that I want. So it's a far more nicer to look at. Also, it's the same style that I used to create the thumbnails of Pain. Don't worry, I'll get to it. I'll get to the fucking thumbnails of Pain. Where's me? Where's the me folder of me? There you go. And then I go to the thumbnails of Paint. There you go. Easy. So with the thumbnails of Paint, I did the experimentation upon improving the style itself that I already made. So I improved upon the on the own art style. And this was like, making a little bit of a character sheet by referencing the old-fashioned Street Fighter layout. And so here you have Gary's Backstreet Boys. As you can see, I fucking love them. I fucking love Gary. Such a fucking cute little thing. But yeah, this was where I went on experimenting on like how I can improve upon the art style itself, and making it a far more better approach. Honestly, I think when you look at your own art style and you're not and you're not seeing the improvements, it's always nice to have your drawings from 1 year or 2 years ago, because then you can compare them. Then you can compare them big time. So if I, for instance, pick up the art style that I did for the birdie, where's birdie? Where's Big Dave? Thumbnail 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I can find it without a hassle. There it is. All right. So here's the front. Here's the bird god, the burning phoenix, the explosive chicken himself, the myth, the legend. So as you can see, I also have Zap Demon here, which is great because that's a reference to a game that I played for quite a while until it actually got until the support got shut down, which is quite stupid. It's like, oh, by the way, we're having a great goddamn game, but we're no longer gonna work on it, so fuck you. And then it's like, thanks. It was actually quite great. It was just Pokemon, literally just that, and I really liked it because, well, Pokemon is great to do. It's pretty nice and entertaining. Also, the writing on it was actually quite fun. It had some great inside jokes. Where is that thing? That's also an enemy folder. I'm sure it's an enemy folder, right? Yeah, there it is. So, and here's the improvement. So, let's just load that thing up. There you go. There's Zap Demon again. So I actually used the same position again. Well, the same posture again for Zap Demon because, well, it's pretty normal to use him like that. It's less aggressive. It's more, how do I fit the drawing back into it? So how do I fit the drawing again into the thumbnail? So into the character selection screen, because that is what I needed to do. I needed to have positions, I needed to have poses that are entertaining to look at and actually quite funny to look at as well. Like, for instance, Larry right there being very sus about it. So yeah. And of course, Larry always has some good things, because if you look at the thumbnail of Pain, you can also look at, for instance, Larry here. And you can see the Tiki Tropicals, which the Tropical Gang I actually did re-imply when I reused that for blah blah blah. Where is it? It's in the no, it's in here. It's in here. I'm sure of it. Yeah, it's here. So I reused that to, well, I improved upon the art style and I reused it to create this. So I reused one of the characters from the well, this was for the Chinese New Year, so, well, Chinese Lunar New Year, technically. So this is the snakes with letters, so it was actually snake season, and I was like, all right, I will create mechanical snakes that have different colors, so that when I invert the drawing when making the video, or the recording for the video, it actually switches around the colors for the drawing. So the same went for the guy with the guy on top. His eyes are inverted then when you switch the colors around, which is quite funny. And of course, there is a Tiki right there. Also, this implements on how I did the art style. I improved upon the art style itself. I created the art style a lot more better now because of how it now looks. It looks much more nicer to look at. And I wanted that also to happen on the Magical Girl story kind of art style, because I drew them like a year ago, and then you go back to it and it's like,
It's not really great. Doesn't look nice. It has a lot of hooks and cranks upon it, so why not just improve upon it and see if you can make the improved work. So there you go. And so that's where you get the result. That's when you get the result that you want, and that's how you push it. You just keep on practicing, practicing, practicing until you find it. So you have this one, and now you have this one. And technically, it is pretty good because this is actually quite nice to look at. It's a lot more nicer and cleaner to look at, and it does feel nice because it actually fits the style that I'm already using for it. Although making the backgrounds is going to be a little bit difficult because I'm actually normally used to drawing a little bit too high detail on the backgrounds, which can work. Don't get me wrong. If you have like a if you have a toony character design and then you go for anime toony, like it's all the same. But when you have a very detailed background, it also works. But you need to make sure that it fits. You need to make sure that it fits the styles that you're using and makes it sure because I started from absolutely fucking scratch on the fucking tablet because fun fact, I'm terrible with drawing people. That's a fact. I'm better off with just drawing silly little things, monsters and all that stuff. So, going from absolutely nothing to point A is a little bit difficult. It was a little bit difficult. It's still a little bit difficult because I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot from what I have learned and how I look back. Because I'm always referencing all the things. I'm always recording the things I did, and then of course rereading them, or whenever I am like, "Geez, how did I do that?" And then I'm always looking back like, "Oh yes, so that's what function I used to make this happening." And that's the fun part. You can create insight because of that, and you learn a lot because of it, because that most of the time wasted upon thinking you will not do next time. That's the cool part about thinking. If you think and you know how to solve the problem, you don't have to think about how to solve the problem because you will probably do it automatically next time. Or at least you will take less time because you remember it. So either ways, it's pretty cool. That's also how I learned how to goddamn get my old PC, get my old CDs back into working condition for the PC because Jesus, Windows is not nice with old games. So yeah, so we have the thing, we have the drawing correctly, we have now the things that we can go. We can now just go and then of course disappear wherever, and then you have the same drawing here. And now we actually can have a nice conversation with expressions once, we get towards where I need to be. So yeah, I hope that you'll have enjoyed for now. Wait, hold up. Double check, double check. Double check. Alright, hold up. I need to double check here. I might have removed the gloss on the drawing, and I did not put the gloss on, didn't I, on the eyes? Probably not. There's always a thing that you overlook, and then you need to do it, and then you need to fix it. Alright, hold up. Alright, I need Rafina here for this. So, what did I do that I forgot? Oh, that's the compromised version. That is when I would try to experiment on getting it to load into the how do you say that game? RPG Maker. Yeah. That's the compromised version. That's not the compromised version. So that one. Yeah, that one. All right. So I did do something here that I need to do. So yes, I knew that I forgot something here, and I need to do that. Otherwise, it does not look nice. So that is in the eye department, which is in here. All right, cool. So first things first, we need to get that light up and running. So that light is in here. That's inherently there. And I need to make sure that I have
that bit. So. Okay, so that is what the problem is. All right, cool. I know now what the problem is, so let's fix that. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the light effect. That's that one. I'm looking for this one right now. I'm looking for a darker color effect on the ice. So first things first, I need to add in not this blue. I need to get for bluish blue. So let's go for that first. Then I need to add in, come on. Then I need to add in a darker color. Oh boy. Okay, cool. Then I need to add in a lighter color. All right, I can do that. Lighter color, please. Thank you. And that is technically blurred. All right, that is technically blurred. So that lighter effect needs to be blurred. All right, I can do that. That's no biggie. All right, then I need to add in the yellow. And that should then give me the right effect. Oh, fuck, I did do it on the wrong... Oh, my God. Okay, now I'm gonna go put it back in here. Make that a little bit longer. Then... Oh, for fuck's sake. And then I need to go to for blurring. Yes. All right. So now we have that. Then I need to still add a lighter effect towards it at the end part. I need to do this manually, so I will probably go for 55%, so I can actually do this. There we go. Now I have actually everything that I need, and then I need to add, now I need to add a darker color to the sideline. There. Easy. I knew I forgot the glass. Bloody hell. Alright. Ah, boy. Ah, right. I forgot. This is not the WebPNG version. This is save as. I need to save this as a Krita file. Open raster, blah, blah, blah. I need this as saved as a Krita file. Where is the Krita file? Krita image format. No. Alright, I need to save this as a Krita file. Alright. I have a plan. It's terrible, but it's a plan. This is also one of the things that you always need to forget, always not forget with Krita. Once you save something as something different, don't work on it. Just go back to the thing that you had. Otherwise, you're gonna be absolutely ruined. Oh, you do have the WebPNG file. All right, you do have saved it like that. You piece of shit. But yeah, it doesn't save it properly. So we're gonna be saving it as the draw-ish version. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah.
How long have I been working? Fucking 2 hours already. Jeez. Well, at least I'm making progress here. I'm making progress, and then I spot a mistake. Making sure that the mistake is gone. Otherwise, you will be absolutely getting your head kicked in for it. There you go, and that one. And now I should be good. I am. Alright. Then, do I want to add in one more thing? Do I want to add in this? No. Looks stupid. I think maybe here, but for the rest, no. Alright, cool. I have saved it. Then I'm gonna be saving it as the PNG file again. Fun fact, because I'm saving it like that again, I need to also save it back there. But that's beside the point. I will do that soon. And then save it as the WebPNG version. There you go. Okay. Yeah. So now I have that. I have now that, I have that, I have this. That looks good, that looks great. Alright, then I need to go here and then make sure that Lola, I need to browser it again. So I need to cancel this one. Yes, and then choose a new one. Choose the Drash Expression 2. Electric Boogaloo with the gloss effect. Yes, alright. And then I open this one. And then I choose this one. Oh, no. I need to close it, and then I need to reopen it. I think that's how to do it again. But yeah, if it is stuck with that, it doesn't do the thing well. Yeah, sometimes you need to rename the word, sometimes you need to rename the image. But yeah, so now I have not saved the scene, and now I can actually go back to the scene, and then I go back to Lola. And then I say cancel this one, cancel that one, yes. And then I'm gonna go here and open the one that I have just yet. Let me double check here, because that is the drawing expression 2, 4. Yes. And now it should work. Bang. Bala bing, bala boom. Easy. Oh. Whoa. Oh, you don't do... Oh, fucking hell. Alright. It doesn't show because I'm having this, right? Alright. Now, okay, I will accept this. Yes. Preview from here. There you go. Easy. I have now added the gloss into the eyes, which is a lot more better than before. So now the eyes are actually a lot more more livid. So it gives more of a lively feeling, which it didn't have because I used the wrong colors. I was using a too unsaturated blue, or well, too light of an unsaturated blue, so it doesn't pop. And now the eyes actually look alive, which makes this is why gloss is also important, because it creates that feeling of aliveness towards a thing. So yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it for now, and I think I will leave it here for now. And I'm gonna make myself some soup, some chicken soup probably, or tomato. Both are actually good. I actually You know what? I think I will go for tomato soup because I still have some bread left behind that I can actually eat, which I actually want to eat anyway. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make some tomato soup and then I'm gonna be cleaning up the kitchen. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed for now, and thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day. It was fun seeing you all here, and bye.